Well, being a professional musician for over 2 decades and playing multiple instruments, you see, I get a lot of music producers that request me to play keys on their beats. And because I'm always playing live or in the studio working with an artist, I don't have the time that I had to be able to be everywhere at the same time. So what I wanted to do is to create professional loop packs for you to be able to use and to allow me to be your personal musician. Just like Quincy Jones, Timberland, Kanye West. I mean, all of these dudes make hits. Why? Because they have personal musicians that they can call at any given time. So I decided to create professional loops for you to be able to have, and I can be your personal musician. And it's just like having me there with you. Well, I'm a professional musician. Each loop is handcrafted by me, a professional musician who plays multiple instruments. A producer friend of mine told me that I should think of doing some loops recently, and so I went and bought some loops. I searched the top companies and I bought some loops. Now, the first thing that I noticed were that the loops were not made by a professional musician. A few were hot, some were okay, but most was garbage. And I mean, I just instantly thought, like, if I can't use them, what music producer would use these loops and thinking that they can get to the next level? And next, I found out that they weren't even royalty free. You can't use these loops in your beats and sell them on your beat site. You can't get any TV deals. You can't get any major placements. A producer friend of mine had a TV deal on the table, and they told him that he couldn't use these loops in his beats. Now, they were from a huge company, and if I said the name of the company, you would know exactly who they were. Now, at Luxury Loops, you can have the biggest hit on top of the planet, and you don't owe me a penny because they're royalty free. 3, most companies give you the WAV files only. Now, we have WAV files, but we also give you the MIDI files. Now, there's 3 major advantages to having MIDI files. Number 1, you get to move the sound around. Now, you can turn a piano sound into a string. Now, if you really want to get crazy, you can turn a string into a synth and see how that sounds. Now, 2, you get to actually see what you're playing. So you don't have to guess what notes to press. 3, you get to actually move the notes around and get as creative as you want to. That's why MIDI is so powerful. Well, loops are a major producer's secret to creating hits. Scott Storch played keys for Dr. Dre. He created loops for Dr. Dre. Danger Hands created loops for Timberland. In fact, Hit Boy has a video on YouTube where he's in the studio with his key player creating loops for him. Now, loops keep you inspired. Matter of fact, a lot of these music producers are nice on the keys. I mean, these guys are nice on the keys, but do you really think they can match up to a musician that's been doing only that for decades? I understand how you feel, when it comes to these other loop packs, because they're so limited. That's why at Luxury Loops, we wanted to make it as customizable as possible. You and another producer can take the same loop. After you change the sounds around and add your flavor to the beat, no one would ever know that you made that beat with the Luxury Loop. If you don't have your Luxury Loops, go to luxuryloops.com right now and download your professional loop pack worth $67 absolutely free.